Yo, and welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk Footy podcast. Your host, truly Samson.
Cedar.
What's going on? This is Dag.
Thank you for coming on, Sida. Last minute notice. Thank you.
No problem.
How's everything going with you guys today?
Man,
Everything's cool, bro.
can't complain.
Can't
Season's
complain.
over. You know, my depression has officially come to an end. we can come forward, looking forward to a fresh season.
You sure the depression went to an end? You know.
Hey man, you know that's what we like to say. A fresh season is a fresh slate.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know, everyone here is a Chelsea fan. I just noticed this before the pod. A lot of crazy stuff have been happening to us since the season ended. I think Poch said that he was leaving.
Yeah.
Poch said that he left. And then our new manager was announced around 2 weeks ago from now. Yeah. Enzo Maresca from Leicester City.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about that move? You know, championship level coach coming into the Prem.
Yeah.
Again, he got them out of the championship.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't exactly who we wanted, but we move. You know, it's not like we can't act like we know better than professional directors of football and stuff like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and say that's not who we wanted, or I'm gonna say that's not who I wanted. But I mean, every manager is gonna get a chance to prove themselves. You know, they come in with a fresh slate. That's what it is. You have an opportunity to fail before we go ahead and turn against you. So I mean, you have an opportunity to fail. You have an opportunity to succeed. I'm just praying that he succeeds.
I don't know, man. I'm not too optimistic about this new guy.
Really?
Yeah. Because, I mean, look at his CV. He came from Leicester and he promoted them, but it's a completely different ballgame in the Premier League. So the jump is going to be definitely difficult. I think we should have kept Poch personally, because if you look at when Poch came into the job at the start of last season, we had a lot of issues in the club. And I think during our first 17, 18 games of the season from August to December, we lost 8 games. And we drew a lot of games, dropped a lot of points that we shouldn't have. And then you look at the second half of the season, we only lost 3 times. I think we lost to Arsenal, we lost to, I can't remember the other 2 teams, but it's a big turnaround.
Yeah.
So going from sitting at 10th and 11th place the whole season and changing that to 6th place is definitely a big accomplishment.
I gave up for Poch for being able to get that jump for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna give a person credit for something that they put themselves in a position. You get what I mean? He's the reason we were in 10th. So I'm not gonna give him credit for taking us to 6th. He didn't do anything differently over the course of the entire season. Like that person, Poch, at the end of the season was the same Poch from the beginning of the season. The only thing that got better is our players just learned how to play with each other. There's nothing other than that you can convince me. He didn't do anything. The only thing he did tactically was move Cucurella to the center, and that was the best that we looked. And guess what? He did that in preseason. So it's like I'm not going to give you credit for going away from something that worked and then going back to it at the end and then saying that should save my job. I get it, but at the end of the day, you're the reason we were in that position. I wanted him sacked since who?
You had hope in the beginning.
I had hope in the beginning, but for sure, I wanted him gone since after the Carabao game. After the Carabao Cup, it was like, I'm done. I don't want him to lose our chances in the FA as well.
The final?
Right. Yeah, after the final, I was like, I'm done. This is the only opportunity I'm giving you. Because that was our guarantee. Of course, we ended up going into Europe anyway, but that was a guarantee of getting into Europe.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you look at the final, you could say that Poch might have not changed his tactics throughout the whole season, but the players are in the position to score. You seen how many chances Jackson had to put us to clear the game out, and he didn't. Yeah. So you can only put a certain amount of blame on the coach.
Absolutely.
That's why I've been saying that the whole season.
Absolutely, and that's why I didn't expect us to go perfect. I'm not expecting us to go perfect, because if that's what happened, that's of course that's everyone's expectation. Right. You expect to go into every game and you expect to win every game. Right. But then there's certain things you're like, okay, he missed that. That's okay. Fuck it. Right. He missed that. That's okay. Fuck it. There's a certain extent where it gets too much. Jackson, I'm gonna call it out. Yeah, he missed too many chances. He improved over the course of the season, absolutely, he missed too many chances. Yeah. That's a fact. That can't be disputed. I agree with that. Yeah. But in the terms of Poch, when you look at the games in particular that could have carried us from where we were at 6th, and it would have been the difference to get us into Champions League, right?
Right.
You talk about the games against Burnley, the games against Southampton or not Southampton. Sheffield,
Yes,
where we tied at the end. Like, come on, man. Like, these are free. That's 4 points
free,
alone.
yeah.
That's 4 points alone that were free points that we gave away because of him. Because he couldn't make no tactical swaps during the game. Because he was like, you know what, it's okay. We're gonna play to keep the point instead of going out and trying to get the win.
Yeah.
So I get all the points about him, but it's like at the end of the day, I think the best outcome was achieved. He had the season by him leaving. That's my personal opinion. I don't believe he is the. This is the crazy thing, right? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and call myself out. In the beginning of the year, when we signed Cole Palmer, I said I don't think he's a needle mover. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's a needle mover.
I don't blame you.
No, but that's right. That's what I said. He came in and proved me completely wrong. You get what? So with me saying this about Poch, it's like this is what I believe. Like, I may be wrong, but this is what I certainly believe it right now. I don't believe he's a needle pusher. I don't think he's somebody that can take you to the next level. Yes, he's somebody that can come in and right the ship. He did that.
Right.
Now he can go. He's not the guy to take you on and take you to the winning the trophies. Right. Is Enzo that guy? I have zero clue.
You have zero.
But I'm gonna give him the opportunity to fail, right? And it's not like blind faith or anything like that.
Right.
If we see something early on that I don't like, I'm gonna call it out.
Of course.
Very early on. You get me? Like, at the end of the day, it's like
you don't want to come into it. You don't want to give him the hate, the pre-hate, and then like he comes in and proves you wrong.
That's the thing about being a manager, right? You look at Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah.
This man has won the most Champions League out of any manager ever. Right? Mm-hmm. Do you know that he is not even there during daily training?
Oh, I didn't know. Are you serious?
Like, he's not on the pitch.
He's not there?
He's there at the club.
Yeah,
but he's not like on the pitch telling them to instructions and shit. It's his son. His son does that. Oh, wow. So it's like he's just a people manager. But this goes into the point of what I'm saying. A manager, right? At the end of the day, if you have a really good team, which is what we have had this for a really long time. It's just whether they can gel together and whether they can work together, right? But we do have really good players. If you have really good players, the manager does not have to do something crazy to break people down.
But I think like a manager like Pep.
Of course, like they're of course those are special. Those are the special kinds.
For sure.
You get what I mean? But you still look at who defeated Pep in the Champions League this year. Ancelotti. Someone that, you get what I'm saying? Someone that allows his players to just create. And someone
of course, I would
say
Madrid is a more talented squad.
Right. What I'm saying is with Enzo, right? I expect him to come in and get the fundamentals right of a manager. I don't expect him to come in and be on Pep timing. I don't expect him to come and micromanage and force players into positions and not even force,
because I feel like we've seen what worked for certain players, right?
Exactly. Like, so it's like at the end of the day, it's fundamentally you just need to understand as a manager. With our team, I feel like fundamentally you just need to get them on the same like mentality and then just get them on the same like, okay, we're gonna play progressive or possession. You get what I mean? Yeah. Just get them on that basis and then allow them to flourish. I don't believe we need to micromanage and really. So what I'm saying is with Enzo, I'm not expecting him to come over and like blow my mind away. I'm expecting him to just continue on from what Poch does, and show some not even slight, but show some increase, like show some improvement. That's it. Some progression, exactly. Yeah. We're not expecting him to come and be a world beater. Just come and show not even right the ship. The ship is righted. Just take us on. Just take us forward.
And I wanted to ask you guys this question. So obviously Chelsea finishing 6th this season. And the acquiration of Enzo, do you think that are you expecting us to be top 4? Like, are you guys expecting that right now, or do you want to take it game by game?
Right. I mean, I feel like it just sets us in the cycle.
To be honest, I think the summer window is gonna be the decider because, like, I think the main problem that we have at Chelsea is the defense, specifically the 2 center backs, because sometimes we leak a lot of goals. Like, you see the game against United, the game against Arsenal. That's 8 goals in 2 games. We signed Desasi and Badia Shaw at the start of the season to be, the 2 main centre backs. But playing them together is just like disaster. And in Maresca, like the way he plays like the same way as Pep, like three centre backs and then the 2 players and the 2 CDMs in front of them. But we don't have the quality for the team to flourish. So time will tell.
How about you?
That's an excellent point. At the end of the, I think it's more. Yeah, I agree with that. On top of that, it's like when Poch came in, it was kind of the same feeling. You get what I mean?
Right.
Like, what are we going to really see? Like,
what
are we getting?
Was more like we were more positive about that.
Right, but even I think of course it has to do with the crazy amount of players that we had coming in. So it was like, okay, we don't even know what we're about to witness. That's right. Very true. So we kind of have an idea with what we're gonna witness. So from that perspective, I do expect him to do a little better. But I would say I would give him the same expectation I gave Poch, which is top 6 and a European slot. Being whether it be whatchamacallit,
Europa
conference or Europa. Like now, I would, let me say I want Europa because we're already in conference, right? So realistically, we would win conference and go into Europa automatically. So that would be my basis. My baseline would be Europa if we accept, if we accept, and if we are in the conference league, I expect us to win that. That's my expectation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, dude, I don't know. I feel like we got the profile and the players to fit with the system. I think it can work. One person that I'm like, it's sad that, not even sad, but it's like it's one player that I think would be really useful in a system like this. I just don't know if he would be able to recover enough to perform. But Reese and Wesley Fofana, dude, both of them would be really good in a system like this. Like this, it works out and helps their traits. So exactly, if they can get healthy and if they can come back, again, Lord knows, man. Put the prayers out there and give them the good wishes. Yeah, give them good, put the good blessings out there. But I mean, if we can stay healthy, I really think that we can. Not challenge. I don't think we're going to challenge, but I think we're going to have a good fight. Yeah. Top 5, top 4. I think so.
Absolutely. Going into, another coaching news, I actually was very surprised about Vincent Kompany.
To Bayern, I didn't.
Getting relegated with
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I heard about what he was doing in the championship. I wasn't able to watch it because I didn't care enough.
Right.
You
gotta be in the UK to be
I was watching some Burnley games, like when they played like some good teams, or it was like the only game on the TV. Yeah, like I'd watch some Burnley games, but I mean they didn't look that impressive. I'm gonna be perfect. Like Luton looked better, 1,000%. In my opinion, Luton Town looked way better than Burnley did. So are you telling me that their coach is about to get signed by Bayern too? Because like what? Other than having the Pep signature,
right?
Like the Pep what's it called, referral? I'm gonna be honest, man. Then again, we're doing the same shit, aren't we? That's all Enzo has. That's all.
He doesn't have much.
Enzo's coming from a good situation. He just got.
No, fam, but it's the same thing.
He got promoted,
right? But it's the same thing.
Yeah, but
Company won.
The same.
Company won. The championship.
But no, you know what's different is Company just got relegated.
But
he just got promoted. So
but when you go on his CV, right, and his resume, it's gonna have the same fucking thing.
Okay, gotcha.
The same Pep referral, the same whatchamacallit.
But it makes more sense for this Enzo move compared to.
I disagree. It's the same.
To be honest,
it's the exact same.
Like Bayern almost made it to the Champions League.
No, it's the exact same.
If you look at like the levels of the club, like
right.
what's the difference?
I'm a Chelsea fan, but like are we lying to ourselves when we say that Bayern is
what
the better club? Like right now,
yes, Bayern. Yes,
yeah, but
but historically, Bayern is a bigger, better, and all of that. Yes, but we're saying in the terms of the coach, not even the club, just the coach itself. It's the same, just going to a different level, having achieved the same thing. They're going to the like
that point makes sense.
Yeah, or are we saying Chelsea are Chelsea that low?
No, we're not that low.
Dropped that low?
I'm not.
We won the Champions League more recently than Bayern did. So
that's very true. Yeah,
so then, what are we saying? Bayern just lost to the Bundesliga. What are we saying?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. But in my personal opinion, I think that Company move was definitely more surprising.
It's
way more shocking news. It's not even.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Enzo deal was shocking as well too. So yeah.
I think it's just more surprising because after Burnley getting relegated, he gets the job, like as if they're signing him for his success at the club.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's also at a certain degree. I think the directors have just looked at the coaches available and just said, like, are we really gonna go into the same cycle of hiring these old managers?
It pisses me off because Jose now has to go to Fenerbahce, right? He has to
Fenerbahce,
he has to go over there. When I feel like he's way more of a high profile coach than any of these guys, right?
But it's like at a certain time, like why are we going back for a third time with Joe? Like a third. It's a dream, bro. Like let's leave it at that. Like,
you think so?
Dude, yes. Like
I don't think it will be successful.
No, not at all. Like when you look at, he had no checkbook in Roma, so he had to use the kids, right?
He did what he did.
But still, when you look at the tactics and when you look at the play style, that is not something that our directors are looking and saying, yeah, we bring that over here. Like when you talk about like that depressing ass football, that is not something that they want. That's not something that they. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what it is. If journalists out there, The Athletic, I love y'all. That's one of the things that I love reading. If y'all want to do a piece on why the directors of football want attractive football, that is something that I would like to see, because the track record has shown if you want to win championships, play a defensive style. But for some reason, the directors of football are only of top clubs. They're only signing progressive and attack-minded managers.
I guess it kind of shows they want growth in their football.
Right, but I mean, it's the same shit when it comes to when it comes to Arsenal when they were hiring their manager, when they were hiring Arteta. They said they wanted a progressive. We want a progressive manager. We want someone that's attacking. We want someone that's we want impressive football and shit.
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean? Exactly. So it's like
winning football is not
right. And all they have to show for it is an FA Cup in the last 5 years. You get what? So it's like at a certain degree, I just want to know why it's so important. Like, is it that big of a revenue factor? Because that's one of the.
Would have brought way more people than if.
But you get what I'm. That's one of the only things that I'm like. Okay, the fans are more happy that it's fun football. You get what I'm saying? Remember when we had Sarri? That nigga got sacked because he was playing boring football. Like.
That makes
you get what so it's those kind of things that I really want to figure out. I'm like, why are we?
I think, but hot take. I think if we finished at like 10th or 11th, we might have gotten Jose back. I think.
No, hell no.
I think if we had finished
never.
lower,
I don't think never.
I don't
bro.
know.
You have to understand how you have to understand the relationship that the manager is gonna have with the owners and the bosses. That's gonna be first before they look at any of your footballing ability. That's what they're gonna look at first. And Jose is the literal example of a non-working. Like you can't work with the nigga. Like that's when you look up a stubborn old bastard in the dictionary, it's Jose. You get what I mean? So there's no way in hell they were gonna go for him, especially with how unexperienced our front office is. No way. It doesn't make sense. He has way too much power over them. You get what? Like that's why.
He has Chelsea.
That's why they got Enzo. That's why they got Poch. It's like niggas they can control. Potter. They can control them. Yeah. Even if it's yes man. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Yeah. Facts.
I'm not gonna lie. Something that I hate about the Chelsea ownership and stuff. You see all these big signings that we have and the players that are signed on 8-year contracts. It's such a big risk because if it doesn't work, we're just gonna be stuck. Yeah. And that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
So
I agree definitely. When we did that Enzo for 8 years, we did I think Caicedo did it, right? He did 10 years.
Even Maresca, the manager's on a 5-year contract.
He's
never never managed
a big club before.
Yes, he's never managed a Premier League. Forget a regular Premier League team. We're a top side. So I don't know.
For the players, it's more so just a protective. It's just a protection for the club. That's how I see it. Because if you look at it's to protect the club from the players being sold. You get what I'm saying? So basically, if they were to sign on a 4-year contract, right? You basically get that player for 2 years before you have to re-sign him again, right? So at that point, it's like once once those 2 years happen, you saw this with Mason Mount. Right, we had him on a childhood contract, which was 4 or 5 years. Right, once it started dwindling down to 2 years, he's like, "Oh, maybe I should leave." And then he starts shopping himself. Yo, I only got a year left on my contract. What are we saying? And so you got people shelling out 60, 70. That's not enough. I want 100. Well, he only has 1 year left on his contract. We're not giving you no more than that. Mm-hmm. When you got players with 7, 8 years left on their contract, you get them for at least 3, 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. And then when it's time for them, I think I want to go. Guess what? You got 4 years. So wherever you want to go, make sure they pay good money. You get what I'm? So it's like it's the same thing with Michael Olise. Last year he signed a 4-year contract. Mm-hmm. This year he's about to get sold
to us
for $60 million as a release clause. How is Crystal Palace protecting themselves? Like, what's the point of signing Bro on a 4-year? What's the point of signing Bro on a 4-year then? Like, they knew last year he was gonna go. What's the point of signing a 4-year contract? To protect the player, I guess. But I mean, I guess you know what?
I don't think you would have signed an 8-year contract.
No, I take it back. No, I take it back because it'll protect the player on the player side. So had Michael Olise gotten injured this year, which he did, but had gotten injured like the entire year, then we wouldn't have bought him, and he would have had just a year left on. So I'll understand why he signed it. It's to protect himself. But from our point of view, yes, that 8-year thing is to protect us. Yeah,
absolutely. Not just that, but I'm pretty sure it's for the financial fair play.
Yeah.
So we pay. I think when we sign like a player for,
of course, 100 mil. That's the simple shit.
Yeah,
that's the simple shit. But I'm saying this is the stuff that we don't look at. This is why it's also a good. Other than just you can stretch out the payments, of course. That's simple, right? But then when you look at it on the flip side, when you're trying to get rid of the players, how does it still help you? That's how it still helps you.
Absolutely. And, going into, international football, 2 big tournaments coming up. Well, the Euros already started.
COPA. We're excited. Y'all going to some games?
COPA? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, man. I might go to the Euros. I'll be real.
Oh, yeah?
If England go far, you know what I'm saying? Go represent.
Might make one.
Yeah, bro,
might make a trip. Going out to Germany.
Home, right? Yeah, bro. Hopefully it comes soon. We'll see, man. I don't know.
I would love to see England win an international tournament. That would be nice.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even British. I'd still go. I'd still go just to see the absolute tomfoolery, brother. They're gonna light the whole country on fire. They're gonna light the whole country on fire. Bro, they're gonna light the whole country on fire. Like, you know how they be talking about New York if they were to win a... it'll be the same way.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Even when we don't win, like if you go to the pubs, the parks, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like they could start a riot because of So to be honest, going into the Euros, it's a win-win. England don't win. It's cool. Southgate. Get your ass out of here, man. I'm sick of that guy.
It was already going to be time.
I'm sick of that guy.
They're gonna
he's been in the job for like 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
3 World Cups with them? 3 World Cups? Or 2?
Nah, I think after the... It's been like 2014 or 16, actually. Maybe it's 2016.
Yeah, because he wasn't in Brazil.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, somebody else in Brazil.
It was the... Wait. It was a British... No.
Was it 2014? Maybe it was him. I don't know.
No, I don't think it was.
Was it Fabio Capello?
No, it was Roy Hodgson.
Oh yeah.
I knew it, bro. OG, yeah, it was him.
Palace manager.
Yeah.
Wait, is he still the Palace manager right now?
No. Roy Hodgson he
just got taken out.
He doesn't manage anymore. He's old.
Nah, he was managing this season, right? I'm pretty sure.
No way, Roy Hodgson was
he got sacked.
This season.
Crystal Palace, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
Oliver Glasner's took after him.
Okay, yeah, you're right, yeah. But it was him, and then Southgate took over 2016, 2017.
Yeah, 2016, because he was
That's
at
why
the
Crystal Palace started cooking at the end of the year.
Well, honestly, what's your guys' take on the tournament Euros specifically?
Yeah, I'm excited for it, dude. A lot of players or a lot of people were saying that their dark horse might be Croatia fucking again. I'm telling you, they're old.
That's why I'm saying
they are old, bruh.
Don't be fooled by that. They have like so much quality. Like let's just say like even today, like the first 30 minutes, they had most of the possession. They were controlling the play before they start like Spain started to attack. That's what I think. I mean, I missed like the first like 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Like, after that.
Okay. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking about solely after the first, because after like 20 minutes, it was all Spain.
All
It was all Spain.
They scored 3 goals in like the first
It was
half.
it was all
They-
Spain.
they-
They barely had Croatia barely had an attack. They did come back a little into it in the
They had a
second.
couple decent chances.
They did have a couple
Someone
chances.
played like a
They
good
used a
through
corner,
ball
in
and
the box, right? Yeah.
But to be honest, I feel like they have the quality. They have Mateo Kovacic, they have Perisic, Modric.
Perisic is old.
Huh?
Perisic is
They're
old.
all
He's
they're,
old,
they're-
but like
Perisic is
I mean,
Perisic
you
is
talk about
20.
Brozovic,
Kovacic
Perisic,
is the only
Modric.
one that's young. Like.
He's not young. He's 28,
I can't lie, he's like
29.
28.
Okay.
Like
But
he is,
he's
he's
not-
at,
he's
he's
not-
at,
no,
he is
he's-
there. Like
no,
he's
but
he's
not Perisic,
he's in his prime.
Modric
Yeah, but he's
yeah.
at like the end of his prime. Like he's in his peak.
he could be a key. What I'm saying is these are like players that will be
Brother,
key plays for them.
you're wearing this shirt and you're telling me Kovacic can be a key player.
Yes. Bro, he's listen.
Bro,
listen.
you're
Kovacic was one of
he's playing in the most competitive
listen.
international
Kovacic
tournament besides
was
the
one of
World
my
Cup.
favorite players, but that man cannot be a difference maker. He cannot.
tried it with him. We tried
He
it with him.
cannot be a difference maker. We saw it for years. We were begging was for him to be a slight difference maker next to Conte. He couldn't do shit. Jorginho was playing over him. After that, I lost my respect for brother. I lost my complete and utter respect for him.
I don't know, man.
Complete.
I prefer Kovacic over Jorginho.
Me too.
I'll be honest.
Me
'Cause
too.
I feel like
But
he's a good tempo setter. He comes, picks the ball up. He's good at carrying the ball. So
Yeah.
to compensate for the age of the squad, he can carry the ball forward for them.
There's age.
That's
So
where
age.
that's where he starts fucking up. What you said before that, I completely agree. But those things are already there with Modric and Brozovic. With the control and the pick, I agree with you. You talk his close, I get you. He's unpressable, bro. Kovacic is one of the most unpressable players in the game. His dribbling is fantastic. But what you said about him going into that final third and like taking it in and like that dribbling, man, that's all he got. After that, he can't do shit. He can't even lay off the pass. He can't cross. He can't shoot. Oh, listen,
He took a shot.
When
you
you talk-
see that shot.
Yeah.
when you talk about a player that you want in the center of the pitch and just there, sure. He's a
Did
great
you
player
see
for
that
that.
shot? Did you
But
see
that's
that
not
shot?
what they need him for.
The
That's
one
not
where
what
he
they
had
need
the
him
right
for.
back on the
Yeah.
side open and he shot it.
I'm not look like I get you. But I think this is where their age gets
It's gonna
exposed.
hit. It's
I
gonna
think
hit.
this is where their age gets exposed. Like finally.
Yeah, because honestly, I think Spain and Italy get out that group. Because it's Spain, Italy, Albania, and
Yeah.
Croatia.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying Spain and Croatia. But
That's
I
a
think
good
Italy-
group. That's a good group.
But I don't see Croatia getting out of there.
I can
dude.
see
I
Italy
don't
beating
see Croatia get out of there.
when they play.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. I am absolutely
to be honest-
waiting on Federico Chiesa's coming out party, bro. That's all I'm waiting for. That is all I'm waiting for. Last Euros, he was him. He was him. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I was fully and ready. Once I saw those reports come out, Chelsea connected to him. I was fully ready. I expected it. I said yes, like bring him in.
Right.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna move anytime soon. But I still think this is his time to come back. He finally got healthy towards the end of the season, so I think this is his chance to finally show up again.
Absolutely.
And dude, Yamal today, man,
You wouldn't think that guy's 16.
brother, I hate these kids so much, bro.
16 years old playing in
Bro,
Euros is crazy.
you know, when I see a player like that, it just makes me think, bro. What
are we
am I
doing with
doing?
that?
What am I
That's
doing?
what I'm saying, bro. At a certain point, you just have like a little bit of hatred in your heart. You're just-
16 years old.
That
Literally,
should have
Bellingham
been
is
me.
like,
It could have been me. But man, look, props to him, bro. That pass was amazing. That cross was amazing. You know how many years it actually takes for fucking people to learn that?
Yeah.
Fucking
That's a
how
quality.
long we've asked Mudryk to learn how to play a single pass anywhere near that. You get, bro, at 16,
that's impressive. Yeah.
you got it, bro. Like
He gives players trouble.
yes, dude. I'm really looking forward to the rest. This Euros is gonna be fun, especially
Dude.
Copa too, with a bunch of the youngsters. It's gonna be really,
I
really
was so
good.
mad Messi. I was just telling him Messi was here yesterday. Did you
Yes.
know?
They play Guatemala.
Yes, they. I was supposed to go, but I decided on not going. Yeah, but I mean, we saw it all over social media, didn't we? Everyone else went ahead and showed it for us.
Literally.
What was the score?
4-1.
yeah.
But, you know,
And Messi played though.
Yeah, he
scored
did.
2 goals.
He did.
I should have went. I was
No, but
literally.
I was thinking, but I was like, I wasn't really too pressed about it. I was thinking about doing. I might go to an actual COPA game. It may not be Argentina or anything like that, but I mean, I'll probably go to an actual.
It will definitely be really.
I mean,
good.
later stages is probably
There's
gonna be.
nothing
It's
in
gonna.
DC, right?
Yeah, no. It's probably gonna be like Philly. Might be the closest.
That's not too bad, to be honest.
Right,
That's
but
like
then
2
the
hours.
later stages are always gonna be like New York and like LA and shit like that.
No,
Yeah, they're gonna
what I
have
was
the
thinking
bigger
was if
stadiums.
Argentina goes to the final, maybe a special pod in Miami.
Oh man, that is gonna be an expensive
I was
trip.
thinking if Argentina goes to the final, I'll make it happen.
Hey, we might mess.
I can't lie. I might have to make that happen.
Miami trip.
Hey, bro, you could use it as a tax write-off, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Might have to pull out them.
Literally,
Might have to pull out them business cards. Time for it.
Hey, next
Soon
slide.
come.
Anyways, but yeah, going on the Euros end, who do you guys have winning the Euros? Serious takes.
Dude, I don't want to say France because it's a boring answer at this point.
right?
But it's like when you look at the
saw that
photo,
squad.
you look at that squad, you look at the photos they posting. That shit is
that black
oozing aura, dog. That shit is oozing.
Literally.
Man, listen, it's gonna be like you're gonna have to come for the top dogs and just gun for them, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, as much as I don't want to be a boring person and say that it's gonna be them to win, I think until a person knocks them down, I don't know how you can, in your right mind, say there's a better team than that.
Let's say barring France, who would you have to win?
Yeah, if France
Let's say
wasn't there.
somehow
I
they get
mean,
knocked
again,
out.
like I go by teams, like how good the teams are. I understand that's not how it works. A lot of the times in these tournaments, it's the groups that have been playing the longest, the most experienced players, and all of that. But at the end, I think in this one, it's gonna be. I think I'll go with England if it's not for France.
Yeah. What do you think?
Okay, so low key, I have like 2 teams, either England or I have Germany. Both are like set up really well. They have like a lot of young players that show a lot of promise. So either or. But to be honest, looking at that German team, they're just strong in each department. Neuer, they got Rudiger, Tar, Kimmich, Kroos, Wirtz, Havertz. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think at the end, the only thing, look, listen, that brother, I'm a diehard hater until the day he hangs up
This
the
guy's
boots.
already talking
Until he hangs up the boots, I'm a diehard hater. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, right? I got no belief in that brother's ability, absolutely none. When it comes to the later stages of the tournament, I don't think he's gonna crack up. That's what their problem was at the previous tournaments as well. Right. They tried it with Werner, they tried it with Fulkrug, they tried it with whatchamacallit. They tried it with Havertz as well. It hasn't succeeded. So when it comes to the later stages, I don't think they're gonna be. I don't think he's not that guy. I don't think he's gonna get it over the line.
Trouble these last couple of tournaments. They didn't make it out of the group stage the last 2 World Cups.
Yes.
Yeah, and they won obviously 2015.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's been struggles for them. Euros they didn't win anything in the Euros. So.
Yeah, I mean, you look at yesterday though. That Wirtz and Musiala combination is that shit's deadly. That shit is deadly. That shit is deadly. I'm not gonna lie. That might take them there. Yeah. But then when you come to like the later competitions, they're not gonna have the same spaces to kind of connect in. And then once those 2 are taken away, or just one of them are taken away, I don't think Havertz is gonna be able to pull his part.
Is Müller not in the squad?
I don't believe so.
He didn't get called up?
I don't believe so.
Are you serious?
Am I mistaken?
Because I'm not too sure, but I seen it say that Neuer, Kroos, and Müller are all playing their final.
Müller's on the squad.
He is?
So when it comes to big game play, they're gonna have like Thomas Müller.
Yeah, they're not gonna start him. They're not. No way in hell are they starting him. No way.
Müller.
No way.
In
They're
a
not
big
starting
game.
him. I don't. Starting him? I don't think so. Maybe subbing him on. No way in hell they start him.
Start who?
Muller. Because you gotta understand, in big games, when you're starting a player, you have to think, especially in big games, you have to think this is gonna go past 90. This is going 130, right? There's no way in hell are you gonna
There's no longer the
especially in these tournaments, the substitutions are actually like sacred. You're not gonna want to waste them. You're not gonna want to put a player out there that already you're thinking about substituting by halftime.
Yeah, no, 100%. Me personally, I was thinking about Germany, but yeah, like Daggy said, that France squad, They're young and they've been so successful at multiple international tournaments. Yeah, I have friends as like my guaranteed winner. I would love to see England win. I would love to see that young squad win.
Too.
Give a lot of hope, not only for like the England squad, but for the Premier League in their future. That would be such a big thing for England to win the world, for England to win a tournament. But yeah, I think it's gonna be France who wins it all this year.
Yeah, I believe so too. What about Copa? What you guys think?
I want to say Argentina, but I don't know.
I would say Argentina too. To be honest, I'm not too sure about like the players that are playing for each of the, like Copa
the different teams. Yeah.
I mean, the only teams that are really gonna stand out to me are probably Argentina, maybe Colombia, but probably Argentina and Brazil. Mm-hmm. I know Brazil, like the level has dropped off a lot from what we're used to in other tournaments. I was watching a podcast before this. Yeah, they were talking about that. Yeah, like how they were talking about how much pressure Neymar had to deal with. Being the first number 10 during the social media era, because Brazil haven't won a World Cup since 2002, right? So what is it, 2020? It's been 22 years since they won a World Cup, and for Brazil, that's extremely long, right? Obviously Neymar not being in the squad this year, it's gonna be tough for the team. But again, they have so much young talent, right? They have a lot of like creative players.
Yeah.
As far as a player that's gonna have the same impact that Neymar have, they're not gonna get that. But realistically, they can still.
You think so?
You think Vinny and them are gonna be able to?
Listen. Y'all understand? Vinny's like Champions League CV is already like top 7, top 7 ever, right?
Of course,
Like Vinny is that guy. Like if he keeps on going at this rate, he very easily can match Neymar. Very easily. Very easily.
Definitely he's going to be a big player, but do you think he's going to have the same impact that Neymar has? Because Neymar carried them. I know. I
get what you're saying, but I'm talking about because I get what you're saying about the carrying aspect of it, right?
No, but from a creative aspect.
That's what I'm saying. That's not necessary from Vinny though. Like especially with the team that he has now,
he has a much better squad than what Neymar was dealing with.
Absolutely, you're right. Neymar was working with. Remember, Neymar was working with Ramirez, William. He was working with the Chelsea squad. David Luiz, he was working with us.
Oscar.
Like for real. I'm being dead ass. He was dead ass working with a Chelsea team.
I know, 100%.
So when we're talking
for their time,
they were talented, absolutely, but they were not the players that you expect to carry.
Yeah.
We saying they were playing for the Chelsea squad. That same Chelsea squad was expecting Hazard to carry us. 20 goals, 20 assists.
True,
you get what? So I get what we're saying, but Vinny is only going to be, in my opinion, especially with this team, he's going to be tasked along with Endrick as a goal scorer, as the potent, same with Rodrigo too. Mm-hmm. But when you look at that midfield, Bruno Guimaraes, Lucas Paquetá, they have creators, bro.
Yeah, no,
they have creators. When you talk about shit, bro, dude, they have creators up and down through their team. So I really think for them, it's more so can the fluidity work, right? Especially in today's structured ass game. Can them not having such a structured squad work? I don't know. You saw that against fucking. Did y'all watch the United States game? The little warm up that they did.
Yeah, they did. I saw it was a drop. I didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, I was watching it, bro. United States was fucking amazing. We did everything that we wanted to. Of course we didn't. Dude, we should have walked out of that game as the winners. Let me just say that we had multiple opportunities in the end where we had more opportunities to score than they did. And it was clear-cut opportunities, like Jackson opportunities. We shouldn't have missed. Ederson was the man of the match. He saved clear-cut goals. If they go into the tournament like that, bro, if they go into the tournament like that, Brazil might be a little lackluster, or maybe that's just us being, or not us, but maybe that's just that's just the U.S.
That's a friendly,
But still, the players were out there. I'm not it's not like their bench players were playing. Yeah. No, that whole team, the starters were playing. The whole, all of them. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And look, maybe you're right. Maybe it is just a friendly. But this close to a competition, it's never just a friendly. Those players are out there trying to get the actual warm-ups, trying to get a click to trying to get a system together. So, especially this close to a competition, no, it's not just a friendly. Especially when it's teams that never see each other. It's not just a friendly. The U.S. and Brazil only have had like 20 fucking matchups. No way in hell. Anytime two big countries go up against each other, it's not just a friendly. There's still some bragging rights about it. You think if we fucking win, Brazil's gonna go home and say, "Oh, it's just a friendly"? Hell no, they're gonna get chatted up and down the streets.
By the way, that's when the conversation started about this Brazil squad after that match.
Right, so, yeah. But I want 100%. I think this Copa America might be more interesting than a lot of people are giving it credit for. Ecuador is a team that I think is one of those that like have had a group that have been together for quite a while. Right. You talk about having 1 or 2 stars.
Yeah, we saw what they did in the World Cup.
Right, but then you talk about, but now they have Kendry Paez as well, who has been like Endrick. It's insane the numbers they find. Like it doesn't make sense. Like he'll be on the pitch, somehow, some way he'll walk away with a goal and assist. Like so, you get what I'm like. There's specific players in the tournaments nowadays that are like, okay, you got to keep your eyes on the team just for that player, just for that player. So I'm really excited for it. Yeah, I think my dark horse for Copa will be Ecuador, and then my favorite. I'm gonna be boring. I'll take Argentina. I'll be boring. Yeah, but not. I'll take a second dark horse as well, bro. I think U.S. might surprise some people. I think we might surprise some people.
I think Unfortunately, I'm gonna have the boring answer as well because Argentina just won the World Cup, and like you said, I don't really see anyone in South America competing with that Argentina squad. I thought, honestly, before the Copa America, other friendly matches, I thought Brazil would have had a fighting chance, but I don't see it from them, right? And I think Argentina's going to win it. My dark horse, Colombia or Ecuador? Mm-hmm. I could see either of them, yeah. I could see, you mentioned Ecuador and that just came to my mind, but yeah, I could see Colombia or Ecuador.
Yeah, Colombia gave us some work. They gave us some good work.
Yeah. So, those two, definitely very excited for the Copa America. 2 exciting international tournaments coming up. Anyways, guys, we're gonna close out the pod like this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this week's pod. Like, share, subscribe. We'll be more consistent, and we're gonna be having a lot more content coming soon. Yeah.
Dose.